1966 500 XL. 39,000 actual miles is what we believe is on there, guys. And good morning, everybody. Today we are at another farm auction. I don't know what's here. We're gonna find out together. Let's check it out. Looks like there's a few good things here already, I see. Oh, there's some kayaks. This is probably the least interesting thing to you guys, but that's okay. I'm the one that's out here. We won't spend long on these. I do want to check them out real quick though. Yeah, I especially like this one here. I need a better fishing kayak. The kayak I have is called a fishing kayak, but it's really not. Yeah, there's two of them here. I'll have to see what these go for. They're not like top of the line or anything like that. They're just Pelicans, but they're still decent. They look better than what I have already anyway. I guess we're already back here. To be honest, the main reason I came to this auction is this truck right here. This is I don't even know what year this is. 51, 52, somewhere in there, maybe 53 Chevy. It is mangled. It is rough, but it's got a good looking nose on it to cut off. Yeah, she's a rot box, that's for sure, but it's got some good dash parts. Good cab back a guy can cut off. Skylar's coming out here today. He's bringing his trailer. Unless something goes absolutely wonkers, I'm sure I'll go home with this truck. So he can haul that home, although we'll have to have somebody move this stuff to be able to get the truck loaded. Aluminum boat. This is kind of a neat one. It's all hollow inside. Well, we'll see. I may bid on this. What I do with some of these is I sell them to guys and they only want about this much of them. They cut it right here and then they take a motor on the back of it and hang it on the wall for decor. And then the front of the boat, they cut off a chunk of the front of the boat and they mount that like it's coming out of the wall. So they look good in restaurants, but that's a lot of work, and it's about 20-30 minutes to get out here. So it's got to be worth enough to be able to take it home and cut it up. It was windy yesterday. You can see all this tin blown all over the place. Ooh, check this out. This is a nice one here. Move in ready. It's got a built-in shower in the roof right there. Oh, it's got two built-in showers. That's pretty nice. Let's see what else. What direction are we gonna go? Big old grain building. Or silo, not a building. That's a silo there. It's kind of neat. Don't know that I really want to come back and load it though. I didn't bring my trailer today. I probably should have, but it's buried and I didn't feel like digging it out, and I didn't know if I'd buy anything anyway. So I didn't. Like I say, it's not that far. So if I have to come back next week and get something, not a big deal. This thing's kind of cool. If a guy flipped this upside down, that would make like a neat little teepee type thing. I don't know if that's the right word for it. I don't know. Maybe, we'll see. It wouldn't be that hard to load this. It's on skids. I could drive out here with the rollback and just slide it right up on there. Or my trailer, whichever. Looks like a homemade building of some sort that never got completed. Tractors. Let's see what's in the building. Oh, chicken coop with no floor. Huh. John Deere, John Deere, John Deere, and Ford. Two more John Deeres. I bet this one brings decent money, but I bet both of these here just go for scrap. Maybe not. You never know on these things. This one here actually has some decent parts on it still. Pretty complete. So this one here doesn't weigh that much. So this one may actually go for a collector or somebody to part it out. What do we got over here? Whew, it's chilly out here. My hands are cold. And this hand here I smashed the other day trying to get an engine to turn over, and the belt slipped and I wasn't wearing gloves. You know me and my gloves. Although it's kind of good because I'm on my old camera. Well, I don't know what order these videos are going to come out, but I smashed my nice camera. And so I'm on my old one now, and it overheats and the battery dies if it's not cold. So I'm glad it's chilly. $289. Bucket seats, automatic on the floor. Fairlane 500 XL. One thing you always have to check on these cars is the frame. because they love to rust out up underneath there. But this one all looks solid on this side. Looks like it was parked in a barn. Yeah, all the body structure looks pretty solid under there. They rust out so bad around these rear wheels. It's hard to fix that because it's a lot of, the structure relies on that back there. Navigator. Looks like good junk. Well, so far the only things I see that I'm interested in for sure is that feeder over there and that Chevy truck. And honestly, if they have their loader here, they could probably set that feeder on the back of that Chevy truck when Skylar hauls it. That'd be a good deal. I don't know. I don't see a skid steer or telehandler here. I'll have to ask. Table. Oh, and that boat. I forgot about the boat. Rusty pipe. And a few vehicles over there. We'll go down to check this out, make sure I don't miss anything. Well, it's a good scrap here, but this is, well, it's really not that far for me to go for scrap. But I'm sure the scrap buyers that I know will be here, and I try to get along with them. That way they don't run me up on stuff like that truck over there. And so we work it out. If they do run me up on something like that truck there, you better believe I want to run them up on everything. Just how it works. C50. I'd be interested in this truck, but it's got to be cheap. These trucks just don't have a whole lot of value. This one does look fairly solid though. No, it's rotted above the windshield. Typical Chevy. No tack, no air gauge in the dash. Those are two rare options to always look for on these. Small block truck. Pretty rusty up here in this fender. So yeah, it's just a parts truck, arts and parts. We'll see what it goes for. If I can pick it up for just over scrap price, I'll buy it. Oh, check this out. A Caliente convertible. This one's a little bit older than the one I have, I think. You guys know I bought that 65 Caliente at that auction out in Hudson. But it's just a two-door hardtop. This is an automatic car here. The one I bought's a 4-speed car. But it is a convertible. It's a rot box. I'd say it's probably just a parts car. I mean, theoretically, you could probably fix it, but I mean, it's just a Mercury. You'd have to love this car to want to restore this thing because you would never make money on it. Of course, that's true of most cars. Dodge dump truck. It's like a late 70s. It's a neat one. 4-speed. Got a pretty clean dash in it. That's kind of shocking. I bet this thing was parked inside. Pretty clean inside, really. Cab's kind of rotted though at the bottom. And it's not terrible, but it's not good either. Trailers, don't need those. There's a big boat here. That's way too new though for what I do with them. Well, these aren't bad, but man, these things are just so heavy. And I just don't feel like dealing with the weight. There's a couple Scouts over there. We'll go check those out in just a minute. I want to finish walking down this line. Make sure there's nothing good that we miss. Here's a neat wheel. Roll around cart. Oh, we're already over here. Let's go check out this pile of stuff. Looks like I only see 2 trailers of small stuff, so there's really not that much out here, if that's all there is. So this might be a fairly quick sale. Not complaining at all. There's a carburetor. Bunch of Ford engines. Here's some more Scout parts. Oh, there's one of those short tops for a Scout. Oh, there's 2 of them. Huh. Is that a Ford truck grill down here on the ground? Is that a Bronco? Are these Broncos? I thought they were Scouts. They might be Broncos. You can tell how much I know about them. They're just not my cup of tea, so I don't know a whole lot. Those might be Broncos now that I look at that grill. We'll go check them out. I only briefly looked at one picture on the internet, so I didn't pay that much attention. But it would make sense because these are all Ford cars. We'll find out in just a second. Oh, not on auction. Okay. I thought they were in the auction, but they're not in the auction?
No, these aren't in the auction.
Is it cool if I go ahead and film them anyway from YouTube?
Sure, yeah. So this one's a 66. It's a factory roadster. So it shouldn't have doors. Somebody added those.
Oh.
This came without doors and without a top.
Wow.
Yeah. When you film that one, make sure you open the hood because it's entertaining.
Okay. A pretty neat truck. I like the color on this one. I like this teal color. And here's a blue one, dark blue. This is a good color too. Bucket seats. Pretty neat. They're not in bad shape at all, really. Usually these things are pretty on the rough side. Let's see what he's talking about under the hood. Oh, gigantic rat nest. Anybody home? Nope, nobody home. Yeah, the battery's even still in it. It's probably parked right where it was sitting. 302. Looks like they took the tarp off of the Bronco and put it under the hood. Crazy rats. That's pretty funny. These are in pretty good shape though. Too bad they're not selling. It'd be interesting to see what they bring, because these are pretty nice examples. I wonder why they pulled them. I don't know. It's interesting. Probably afraid they, maybe a family issue, or maybe they thought they wouldn't bring enough money or something. We'll dig through the trailers. Some feeders or waterers. Oh, is that what I think that is? If that goes for a decent price, I'll own that. Perfect flame. Not too bad. Still has the hose. Yeah, we'll have to watch that. It's been well used, but it's still usable. Still has some life left in it. Beyond that, looks like just tools, so not a whole lot on there that I'd be interested in. There's a bunch more over there. Here's some radios. What do we got here? Don't recognize that one. Looks like mid-60s. Maytag, that's neat. Taillights, reproductions, but they're still good for making a couch. Fryer thermometers, and here's the deals to lower your turkey into the fryer or chicken or whatever. Those are kind of small for turkey. Morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Nice and chipper this morning.
Yeah. At least it's not windy like it was.
Yeah, it's nice. Very nice.
And here we go. Here's some nice burners. Nice stainless burners. Lightweight. I like that one. Huh. Household. There's a big skillet. It's a monster. Books, more household, odds and stuff, some tractors. Don't see anything I need. Oh nice, here's a 2-burner. That still works. I had a 2-burner like this, and I have a stainless top I had made for it to go on top of it. And I never tested out to see if it worked, and both burners were rusted up and weren't usable. So I need a nice tabletop like this. Odds and ends. There's a planer. Woodworking. Mainly interested in one of these though. I mean, tabletop would be nice, but honestly they're not that expensive new. But we'll see. Oh, here's some hubcaps. I didn't even see these. What do we got? Merc. A whole set of Mercs. Put those together. See what year those are real quick. Handy dandy Google. I didn't get a very good picture of them. 65 Mercury. Not a high dollar item. I found some that are selling for around 60 to 70 bucks for a full set in this condition where they're not perfect, so they'd have to be pretty cheap because they're probably a slow mover on top of that. We'll see. Well, not as much stuff as I thought there was going to be. I believe Mr. Good Pliers is going to be here today as well. I saw him yesterday at the swap meet, which that video already came out. Check that out. But I talked to him and he said he planned on coming out here to film this sale. So I don't know if he'll show up for sure or not. He came out here last night and looked it over, and there's really not that much here, so he may not come back. I don't know. So it'll be a race to see who gets the video out first. I'm sure he will. Although I say that, and I may release this video early just because. I don't know how many times he and I are both at the same auction, and almost every time he releases his video first. And so then when I release my video, everybody in the comments is like, he already showed this place, you're so slow, blah 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 blah. I feel like he and I offer two totally different perspectives on things, and so I don't know. I'd watch both. I like to watch fishing videos, and sometimes there'll be two guys that go fishing together that both film, and I'll watch both videos. It's just interesting to see both perspectives of the day. Oh, there it is down there. I walked right past it. So busy jibber jabbering that I didn't even pay attention. Oh, it's kind of rusty. I had saw this in the pictures and it didn't look this bad. I have a decent iron table. I need to just go ahead and get a vise and put on it. I thought this in here already has a vise, but it still works. It could probably be greased up, but I don't know. I'll probably just go ahead and use my table and buy a new vise. Be interesting to see what that Fairlane 500 goes for. That's really not a bad car. That car could be fixed up fairly easy, just not a super desirable car. He did say that they're gonna have a skid steer here, and so if I do buy this, I can throw it up on the top of the truck. That way I don't have to make a trip back for it. And then there's that boat. So, well, there's a small feeder right here. I have one like this already, but mine, a lot of my bars are broken. I was gonna have to re-weld it all back together. This in here is still decent, so. This one's a little bit smaller than the one I have though. We'll see. Okay, so just going over it in my head again. I got the two feeders, the boat, the truck, maybe the cars, the two cars, I don't know, we'll see. There's the kayaks and then the burners up front. I guess they're thinking about doing two auctions up front on the small stuff just to get through it. And so I don't think it'll take a real long time. I think the auction will probably be over by about, oh, I'd say 1 or 2 or so. I'm just guessing, unless it drags out longer than I think it's going to. Starts at 9:30. I don't know what time it is now. I probably got here way too early. You never know how much stuff's going to be here. Yeah, it's only 8:30. I got an hour. I'll probably go put some stuff on eBay. But yeah, that's the main things I'm interested in. So I'll just keep my eyes out on the other stuff, see what stuff's going for. There's a few more hubcaps here, but nothing special. So honestly, I'm kind of shocked they're selling these if they're not selling those up there. It might be cool to buy that Bronco grill if it goes right. I've never had one. Well, years ago, we had an old Bronco out of the early 70s, and it was pretty rough. I mean, it was really rough. And that was back before they were popular. And I think we sold it to somebody. I think we got like $400 or $500 out of it. But that's back when scrap was only $100, so we could sell cars for those prices. Now they'll scrap for $400 or $500. Crazy how times change. I am number 108. That video out by Hudson where I was number 158, everybody got a kick out of that, how they kept saying sold 158, sold 158 over and over again for 20 minutes. Mountain Dew, breakfast of champions. Oh, skid steer just arrived. That's good to know. I ought to go knock on the neighbor's door. They got a bunch of old cars and trucks out there in their field. Maybe they'll come to the sale and see me bidding on these and be like, oh, hey, what's your number? I've done that a few times where somebody sees me buying the old stuff. And my dad used to do that all the time when we used to go out and buy scrap at the sales. Back when we were the main auction junker, or whatever you want to call it. These people would come up to him after the sale and like, I noticed you were buying all the cars or all the junk at this sale. I got some junk. But that was back in the day when nobody wanted the junk. Now they fight over it. It brings big money. But back in the day, we'd go to an auction and we'd be buying stuff like this for $5 and $10 a piece. Somewhere we have an old VHS tape of us picking up junk and crushing junk. It's the only video or picture documentation we have of what we used to do back in the day. All I have now is my stories. You guys probably get tired of hearing my stories. Well, some of you don't. Some of you appreciate the stories, but some of you probably get tired of them. I'm only 34, but I've got a lot of good stories. I was kind of curious why this stuff's kind of mixed up. This isn't normally how Morris does his sales with, you know, household stuff way out here in the field mixed in with the junk. Normally the household stuff's all together and then the tools are all together, and he organizes it pretty good. But I guess what happened was they already had the stuff set out. And so they just kind of organized it a little bit, but there wasn't a whole lot they could do. They didn't want to have to move it all again since it was already out in rows, so they just left it. It'd be interesting to see what it all goes for. I just think stuff like this is so neat. I mean, I know farm people are like, I've seen 50 million of those, but to me it's just unique. And I think of all the ideas I could do with this if I had the time. Like, how cool would it be to take this, go ahead and build some skirts around the bottom of it or something like that. And you could make a doorway right here, take this one section out, make a doorway into here, and make like a little miniature cabin out of this thing. I don't dream about fixing up old cars. I dream about doing stuff like this. That's what I really wanted to do on the second channel if I ever could make it work. Problem is, between working for my dad, working for myself, running my vintage car stuff, and then filming for YouTube and editing and whatnot, I don't have a whole lot of time left over. I like to spend time with my family too, and so doing stuff for the second channel is just doesn't always fit in the schedule, is the way of saying it.
Fire 153. Fishing pole time, you get your rod holder and all. Out of here, 1 2 5. Hit 5, 5, 5, down 6. Come on, 5, down 6, down 5 here, down 6. Hit 6, come on, 6 down. Come on, 6 down. Got 5 back here, down 6, down 5, underneath 6, 5 and 6. Pull out $5, 108, $5, 108.
Now you're probably wondering why I just bought these nasty old fishing poles. That's because I've had this idea in my head that I want to take an old pole like this that's been just abandoned and forgotten in a barn, get it working again, and go out and catch some fish with it. And I saw this one here. This is a good light rod and reel, perfect for catching some crappie or something like that. Everything still seems to work, it's just really gunked up. So I thought that is the perfect unit to do that idea with. And then of course I hit record, but I'm on this old camera that doesn't always record when I hit record, and I didn't double check. But I bought this truck for 20 bucks. It's an old Marks. In good condition, they retail for about 150 bucks. This in here obviously is missing some parts and it's a little bit rusty, but it still displays nice. And so I think it's probably worth about 50 bucks as is, give or take. I really like the colors on it. I'll probably keep it for a little while and then sell it later. But yeah, I mainly wanted this rod here. I don't know what these other two rods are. Whoops. Yeah, this in here is kind of on the rough side, but we'll look them over. If I think I can rebuild them, I'll mess with them, but I mainly just wanted that one. $5 is probably way overpaying, but oh well, life goes on. I didn't even see that toy truck until they held it up in the air, and I was like, oh hey. And so I started bidding on it. If I wouldn't have bid on it, the other guy that was bidding against me would have got it for $5 because nobody else was bidding. Those fishing poles, I saw them earlier, but I didn't really look at them. But then as I was standing there waiting, I was like, well, I guess that one, that'd probably work. So here we are. There's 2 or 3 boxes that are on that next trailer that I'm interested in stuff in, and other than that, not really much else to do for a little while. They said they probably won't get out to these rows of stuff till about noon. I did notice that a third junker showed up, so there's going to be 3 junkers fighting each other over what little scrap is here. So I have a feeling it's going to go pretty high, but I'm not here to bid on junk. I'm here to bid on vehicles.
Here's what you got there. Lights. All the good lights to go run. All the lights there. One money. How about $10 on that deal there? $10.05. And $5. $5 on the money. $7.5. $10. $10. $12.5. $15 down here. $17.5. $20. $20. $2.5. $22.5. $25. $25. All you one money. $25. $22.5 in. $25. $25 here. $7.5. $27. $50 down $30. $30. $100 here. $27.5 here down $30. Sold $27.50. Buyer 108. Buyer number 108. Thank you. $35 $35 times 2, $35 times 2 to 120. 120, 120. You got 3 times. $10, $10, $5, you see this deal there, $7 here down $6. $6, $6 give here up an hour down $6 pounds, $6 down here down 5, 6. $5, 108, 108. Back to the other end we go. Here's a blowtorch. Some other kind of that power steering, the loaders maybe we don't know right there. Selling all the car parts. $10, $5, $5, $5 here, now $7.50. $5, $7.5. Full box there, $7.50. $5 here, now $7.5. $7.5 here, now $5 here, now $7.5. $7.50 sold. $5, 108. 108, $5. Ready to sell the cat house.
Cat house. Never heard of a cat
It
house.
holds cat. Always open it up, and I mean the biggest black cat come flying out of there, scared that car. You bet, guys. I'm going to sell it right here. I want to do 50 here. At $50, $35. I want $15 here, and $75, $50. At $15, $75. $25, $30. I'm on $25, $30, $25. At $25, $30. I'm on $25, $10. I'm on $10 here, and $12, $10, $5. Can't build her for that. $5. I'm on $5 here, and $7.
I guess nobody breeds cats around here. Oh, there we go.
Sold out $30, 176. We got 3 of these stand. You bet all these burners right here. Take up the 3. So what's your piece here? I'm gonna do 10 here. 10. I'm on 10 here. 12 and a half. 15, 15. I'm on 15 and 17 and a half. 17 and 17 and a half. I'm on 17 and 20. I'm on 102 and a half. 5 and 25 and 7 and 30. I'm on $30 and 540. I'm on 545 and 545. 45. I'm on $40.85. I'm on 545.
Yeah, I want one.
Sold out $40. 2 times. What was that number again, buddy? We'll say the burners, guys, so they're nice, so they're tall. I like the height. $50 here. $50, $75. I'm on 50 here. $25, 20. I'm on 20. Now 5. I'm on 25. 30. I'm on 35. 40. Sold out $50. 108.
Boy, it was crowded in there. So crowded in there. They're selling all that woodworking tools and all those pots and pans and whatnot, but I got that 2 burner. Gave a little more than I wanted to, but they're about 150 to 200 new. Got that one for 50, so not a bad deal. And then that single burner, what that was is that a friend of mine was bidding on those, so I didn't want to run him up, so I stopped. I thought he was going to get all of them for $15 each, and then another guy started bidding, but he got the bid at 40, so he just went ahead and took 2 of them, and I got the one I wanted and just paid him cash for it. That way we weren't having to go through the whole bidding process again. Anyway, I'm back here. Ethan was telling me that this emblem was back here. This goes to that truck up there that I want to buy, that I'll probably buy. It's kind of mangled, but it's better than nothing. A guy could halfway straighten that and run a couple chrome screws through it to hold it to the hood. So when we get back here, they're going to come over here and sell all this stuff for scrap. So I'll tell them I'll give them $5 for this. I'm sure I'll get it. Leave it laying right there. I could probably honestly just carry it over and throw it in the truck, but I don't know. Makes for good entertainment, I guess. Or if I just keep my mouth shut, I could just come back and grab it. They probably won't even sell it. But we'll see how it goes. They're just about done with the stuff in there, and they're going to go in the house. I guess there's some shelves in the house in the basement and some furniture and whatnot. So once they sell all that, then they're going to come back outside. They're going to go sell that big feeder bin over there, grain bin over there, I mean. Then come sell this feeder. Then they said they're going to come back here and sell this stuff, and then go to the tractors and start going up and down the rows. Which is good to know, because that means that they're going to get to the 2 things I really want pretty soon. And so I'll be able to see if the junkers here are going to be willing to work with me, or if they're going to fight me. Because if they're going to fight me, I'm just going to bid them up for fun. But I need to find a porta potty. That Mountain Dew is going right through me.
Yeah, took a brew.
I guess I better use this opportunity to get something to eat. Hamburger it is.
50 bucks now, 50. 50 bucks around, 50 bucks a piece there. 50, any piece you want, $50. 50 bucks around, 50. How about 25 there? 25. 25 to 35, 45, 45, 55, 30, $50, $50, $100, $100 is all even money. $100, 95 and 100. How about you over there? $100, 95 and 100 bucks around, 95 here, $100 right here, 100. Sold $95, $95. That buyer number is 186. 186. How many pieces would you like? This one? Yeah. All right. I'll take that one engine. Sold $100. $100.
I'll take the wheels.
Takes the wheels? Yep. All right, right there. So that's we were selling by the piece in here. Did you realize that?
I didn't realize. I thought it was a set. Sorry.
We should have. We were selling by the piece. We'll just open it back up. It'll be by the piece. Yeah. Yep. You bet right there. Or we can sell just that set of wheels out of there. We can do that. We'll just do that. We'll just do that. We'll sell those 4 wheels that we got $100, $125, $110 just on those 4 rims over there. $110, $100 sold $50. Hubcaps are gone. 50 bucks. 158, 158, $5. What do you say there? 5 on the money. 7.5, 7.5, $10, $10, $10. Out there. 10, 12 and a half. 12.50 is all. 10 there. 12 and a half. I'm gonna go $10, $10 here. 12 and a half sold. $10, 108. $10, 108 the buyer. Are we ready to sell the balance? We're going to sell the balance. Everything that's not sold, you're going to buy now. How about 50 bucks? All you 50. 50 bucks here on 20 on the money. 25, 25, 25. That'll be 30. 30 bucks here on 5. 35. That'll be up here. $35 all. 35 on the balance now. 35. 30 there. 35. 35. That'll be 30 bucks here on 30 now. 5. 35 sold. $30. 191. $30. 191. And now we'll sell these.
Yeah, it's a hail-proof.
Both of them for one money. Is this all one deal? Yeah. You bet. One deal right there. You can buy them all there. About $200. 50 bucks. We'll sell both of them.
Sell separate.
Separate. We'll give you a choice. Take one or two. Take one or two. How about 50 bucks a stick? 50, 75, 75, $100, 150, 150, 200 now, 50, 250 now, $300, 3.5, $400, 4.5, 500, 500, you'll do $500, $500, 450 there, 500, 500, you'll do 475, 475, 450 there, 75, you'll do 450 here, 75. Sold $450. Yes, sir. Your number is 265. Would you like both of them? Choice. Any item you want out of here. This is going to be one deal here, though.
That's one deal.
We can have this as one deal. The rest of it is a fender.
Whatever you like.
Choice piece. How much here? Tell me 50. 50 bucks here. $50. 75 on the money. 75. $100. $100. 25. 125. 150. 150. 150 bucks here. 175. 175. 150. 175. I'll do 160. Now 160 bucks here. $50 out here. 150. 160. Sold $150 to 265. 265 the buyer number. He's going to take that one piece there. Takes that, is that a fender piece? From the inside. All right, going again there. 50 bucks, going again. 50, 75, 75, 50, 75, 50, 75, 75, 75 a piece. 50 right down, 75, 60, 60, up here now, 60 bucks out there, 50 down, 60 down here, $50 down here, 60, sold $50 a piece, 108.
Take the grill.
108. Take a couple of them. Both of them?
Just this one.
Just look forward. There, the board's going. Are you going again? Next choice, 25, roll on there, 25, 25, 20 bucks, 25, 25, 25.
There we go. Probably could have got it cheaper, but that's okay. That's a good piece.
10 on the money, 12 and a half, 12 on a pair of fenders, 12 and a half, 10, 10 dollars in, 12 and a half, 12, I get 10 for you, 12 and a half, 12, 10 here, and 12 and a half, sold $10, 108, $10, 108. Some more John Deere tractor parts, got the 80 block, and the other piece you know, about $20 there, 20 bucks here, $10 out here, $10 here on the money, 12 and a half, $15, 17 half, $20, 22 and a half, now 5, 25, $25 down here, now 7 and a half, 27 and a half, 30, now 30 bucks, 2 and a half, now 5, 35 down here, now 32 and a half, now 5, 32 and a half, 5, sold 32.50, 108 the buyer, 108 the buyer, 17 half, 17 half, 15 there, 17, 50 down here, 17 half, 17 half, sold $15 to 108, $15, 108 the buyer.
I'll do this and the air conditioner.
Takes the air conditioner and the grill.
Hit him at $14 do him at 13 now, 15.5. Hit him at $13 do him at 13.5. Hit him at 5, here we go. Hit him at 13.5, you said. Hit him at 13.5 and $5 do him at 13.5, you want her. Hit him at 13.5, he said no, and I. So 13,000, you got her right there. Your number is 268. Hit him at 13.50, you said. Hit him at 13.5, here now 50 bomb, he said no. Sold 1,300 on him right there, 112. Thank you, buddy. 112. Now we have found
another one that is guaranteed not to run. If it does, bring it back. We'll refund your money. You got her on another good one. You got her right here. I'm on 250. Hit him at 200. Hit him at $200 on him, will you? Hit him at 3.5 fair, not 7,500. What do you say? Hit him at 350, 375. Hit him at 3.5 fair, not 75. Where you at, boys? Hit him at 375. Hit him at 375, will you? Hit him at 3.5 fair, not 75. Door. Hit him at 375. Alabama. Here, 75. You see it? Sold $350. 108 the buyer. 108 the buyer. What is this? A 430 or a 420 or? It's a 420. You bet, it's a 420. Him a 700 on him, Rhea. It'd be $400 on him, will ya? 75. Him a 375. You both out. 375, will ya? And now 4. It'd be $400 on him, will ya? Quarter. It'd be 400 and a quarter to. It'd be 25. It'd be 400 and a quarter. It'd be quarter to. It'd be 425, will ya? Restoration project. I'll tell you what, it's a restoration project, but look at the metal. It's good. It's good. 4 and a quarter. It'd be 400 and a quarter. It'd be quarter by a quarter. Now half. It'd be 4.5 and a quarter. Half. 50 by now 4.5. Sold $425 on the deal. He's awake. You bet he is. 112. Him at $300 on him. We had about 75 there on 300. Him at $300. Sold $275 way back. It'll be 200 now, 10, it'll be 10, 20, it'll be 20, 30, it'll be 40, it'll be 240, it'll be 30, now 40, it'll be 40, bomber, now 30, 40, bomber, now sold your way, 230, number 40. Now we got the feeder. I kind of like her. You got her on him right there, $200. It'll be 200, here's a good one. Yeah, my $200 on the good deal. You got her, floor's pretty decent. Yes, it is. Give me 150 now 2. Give me $200 now 2. Will you $100? 50, 75, now 85. Had about $85 on him, will you? Give me 75 here now 85. Hit about $85 here. Had about 85, will you? Give me 75 here now 80. Hit about $80 there. Hit about 75 here now 80. You want her? Hit about $80 sold. $75 108. Hit about 3 here now quarter bomb here now sold. $300 your way, Virgil. $10, 15. I'm a $10, $15. Will you, Floyd? You gonna help him? I'm a 10, 15. 10, 15. I'm a $15 sold. $10, 191. Hey, we have a boat. We got the trailer. We've got it all. We've got it all. Sorry, Joe, I didn't hear you say that. No, that. All righty, you got her on him right there. $200 on this deal. Hit him at 2 here. Now 2, you have to go fast to get rid of that stuff on the inside. I'm $100 on this deal. $50, 75. Hit him at 50 now, 75. And I'm a $75 handy. What are you thinking? How much 60? It's a good one. 140. It'll be 140 bomber now 30, 40. It'll be 140 bomber now 40. You want back in 140. $130, 96. We got an old truck and there's no title for this rig. We can give you an antique bill of sale if you'd like. Buying her that way, guys. You got her, what is it, Joe? About a 53? 53? 53 maybe, or a 49? All righty, what do you say? Good ranch will know. You got her on him right there. What do you say? Him a 700. Hit him a 700 on the bill, 100 and a half. The headlights are good. 100 and a half, down 2, half 3. Hit him a $300, 3 and a half for 4. It'll be 4. It'll be $400 on him. We a 75. It'll be 4. It'll be quarter. It'll be quarter half. It'll be 450 bomber and a 450. It'll be 4 and a half here and a 50 bomber and a quarter and a half. It'll be 4 and a half here and a 50 bomber and a quarter half. 50. We a 35. It'll be 435 Warner. It'll be 50 bomber and a 450 now 60. It'll be 75 or now 85. It'll be 500. It'll be quarter. It'll be quarter bomber and a 5 quarter. It'll be quarter bomber and a 510. $10 help you. It'll be 510 bomb here. Sold 500. 108. 108. It'll be 210. Sold $200. 191.
I would have bought this boat, but Ethan wanted it, and I deal with him a lot, and I don't actually need the boat. I was just going to cut it up. So I thought, you know what? He sells me a lot of good stuff for fair prices, so I just told him, I said, you bid on it. If you quit bidding, I'll start bidding. And he ended up getting the bid, so that'll be his. Got the truck bought. I had it bought for $400, and then another guy started bidding on it a little bit. And then I bought the feeder down there. I got it, and then I bought the one tractor, the really rough tractor. There was that engine with a magneto way up there that I was wanting to buy, and the scrap guy ran me up on it. I would have gave him the engine after I pulled the magneto. He knew that, but he bid anyway, so I was like, well, I'm going to bid on the tractor. And so I wound up getting stuck with the tractor at $350. And that's okay. I can pull the grill off, or not the grill, the radiator top off of it, sell that for a little bit of money, quite a bit of money really, and then junk the rest of it. There's probably a few other odds and end parts on it too, so be all right. Not a big deal. They're selling this whole row of stuff next. I honestly don't think there's anything in this row that I want. That building there, if I was closer, I had more time, and I knew I would actually do something with it, I would have bought that. That was a really good price. I probably should have bought it anyway, but oh well, I got too many projects now already. But yeah, I don't see anything in this row that I'm going to need to keep, or nothing I want to bid on anyway. I bought one magneto out of that pile up there, that little Wico, but it's still probably about $150, $200 magneto, and I got it for 10 bucks. Thought that was a pretty good deal. Yeah, I don't see anything coming up for sale until they get around the corner and come back to this car. You got this car, and then there's that one feeder piece is down there that I was interested in, and the kayaks, and then so yeah, there's not a whole lot going on for a little while. I should probably drive my truck in and load up all my small stuff. There's not that much though. I guess I'll walk down this side of it and make sure there's nothing I need.
You bet, your little creeper right here. How many out of here want to do 75? That's 75 under down one. Hey, boom, 75 under down one under down 75. That's 75 under down 25. I'm on 25 under down 50. I'm on 50 under down 15 and 75 under down 100. EB 100 under down quarter. 4 and a half. I'm on 400 under down half. Under down 400 under down 4 and a half. Sold out $100, $268. And everything else there other than what we sold out of there. How about $200? How about 50 bucks and roll on there? 50 bucks down 50, 25 on the money, 35, 25, 35, 35.
Pull this bumper out.
We'll pull that bumper out. We're at 25, 35, 25, 35, 35. I'm going to leave here on 25, 30. 30 bucks on 25, 30 bucks here on 25, 30, 30 here on 25, and 30 bucks here on 25, 30. Sold $25 to 191, 191, 1966. 500 XL. 39,000 actual miles is what we believe is on there, guys. No title. Antique bill of sale. No title. You get an antique bill of sale. You bet. Quite a deal, you bet. Good project to restore right there. How much there? $2,000. Then two. $2,000 here. 500. 500 here. $500. $500. $600. $800. $800,000. $1,250. $1,250. How much here? $1,100. $1,100. $1,100. $1,100. $1,100. $1,200. $1,200. $1,200. $1,400. $1,600. $1,600. $1,800. $2,000. $2,000. 22. 24. 24. $2,600. $2,800. $28. $3,000. $32. $3,200. $34. $3,600. $3,600. $3,800. $4,000. $4,000. $4,000. $39. $39. $4,000. $4 grand, $4,000 up here, $4,000, sir, $4 grand, 41, 41, 42, 42, 42, 3, 43, 44, 44, 45, 4,600, 4,600, 45 there, 4,600, 45 there, 46, I went back in, 4,600, 45 on the back, 4,600 up here, 4,600 is all, 45 there, 4,600 down here, and 45, 6, 4,500 down, $600 here, 46, sold $4,500. 177, 177. Thank you.
I sell my cars too cheap. I want to double my prices. I would have sold that for $2,500 if I had it.
I want to get a navigator.
Are you in on this?
What's the story in this deal, Morris?
I don't have to be.
I looked it up for parts. We'll see.
Have fun.
How about $500 there? $500.
That's right.
$500 here. $500. $500 here. $500. $200. $250. $250. $100 here. $200. $250. $300. $300. $300. $250 there. $300. $300. $300 here. $350. $350. $350. $400. $400. $450. $450. $450 here. $500. $500. I'm gonna lay up here. $450's in. $500 loot. $475. $475. $450. $475. I'm gonna lay it here. $450 there. $75. I'm gonna lay it here. $450 here. $75. $475. $75 here to go. Sold $450. $190. $190. Windmill Park, audio right there, $5. Sell you choice chicken feeder, chicken water right there. Good writing on that one there. How about $10 a piece there? $10 choice, $5. $5, $5 here. All the chicken feeders on the money, $7.5, $10, 10. Your man's out, $10, $15, $15, $17.5, $20, $22.5, $25, $25, $27.5. Now $30, $30, $27.5, $30 off here, down $7.5 here, $30. Sold $27.50, $108, $27.50, $108. Select your hay feeder rack there, $5 and now $5.
Yeah.
$5, $7.5, $7.5 here and $5 there, down $7.5, $7.5, $10 here, $10 down, $12.5, $12.5, $5 here, and $10 here, and $12.5, $12.5 here, down $12.5. Sold $10, $108, $10, $108's the buyer. Sold $60, $60 right there, $150, $150.
Choice kayak.
Choice on these good little kayaks. Take up to 5. Take up to 5 there. What are you gonna do up there?
Inside.
200, 2 and a quarter, 225, I'll do 50, 50 bucks here now, $50,
Yep.
$150, 75, $100, $100, 25, 150, 150, 175, $200, 2 and a quarter, 2 and a half, 250, 275, $300, 300 down here, 3 and a quarter, 325, 350, 350, how about you, 350, 325 back there, 350, I'm gonna 350, that's 75, 375, $400, 400, up 400, I'm gonna leave up here, 385, 385, 375, 85, $400, not 400, I'm gonna leave up $400, 410, 410, 410, 400,
They sell new for $400.
$410 where, I'm gonna leave up here, 400 here now, 410, 410, sold $400, 146, $400 to 146. Takes the 2 Pelicans. The 2 Pelicans are gone, the gray ones are gone. $200, 185, 85, 175, 85, 185, 175 back there, 85, 185. Room to spare, guys, 185, 175, 85, 85 already up here, 175, 85, last call, 185, 185. Sold 175 to buyer, 176, 176. Here's Morris.
That's
He's
wild.
got a good John Deere.
I'm looking at Dunham's website right now. $399.99, brand new. Of course, it doesn't come with a paddle, so I guess the paddle was the money he saved. That's wild.
Bid of 13.5, is that the deal that's in the back? Yes, it is. You got her all 1,300. Hit it at 13, have $1,000. Hit it at 3, hit it at 4, hit it at 5, hit it at 6, hit it at 600. Hit it at $700. Hit it at 7, now 700. Hit it at 6.5, 7. Hit it at 750. One more, now 750. Hit it at 7.5. Here now 50, now 8. Hit it at 8. Here now $800 on him. Will you? How much? 750 now 8. Hit it at 8. Here now $800. You know her. Hit him at 750 now 8. Hit him at 8. Here now $800. You want her? Hit him at 750 now 8. Hit him at 8. Here now 800. Hit him at 8. Here now 750 now 8. Here now it's sold 750, 191. No tag, no title, no nothing. You got her on him right there, buyer that way. You got her, no title. You got her on him right there. How much? $2,000 on this one. Hit a bit 2, hit now 2, hit a bit 2 here now $1,000, 1250. 12 and a half here now $1,000. Hit a bit 1250. Bomb here now 5. Hit a bit 6. Hit a bit 6 here now 700 now 8. Hit a bit 8 here now 9. Hit my $1,000 you do her. Hit him 1100. Hit a bit 10 here now 11. Hit him 11 here now $1,000, 1100. Hit him 10 here now 11. Hit him 1100. Will you? Hit him $1,000, 1100. Hit him 1100. Hit a bit 1050. Hit him at 10 and a half here now 50 now 11. Hit him 1100. Hit him at 1050 now 11. Hit him 1100. Will you? Hit him at 10 and a half here now 11. Hit him 1100. Hit him at 1050 1100. You see it? Sold 1050. You got her right there. 164. Sold on the phone right there. Greg got her 475. 62X. Alrighty, next deal. We have found ourselves a nice little grain truck, and it looks like a Dodge. Help yourself. You got her on him right there. No tag, no title, no nothing. You got her on him right there. We'll give you a bill of sale, buddy, on a pretty good line. Look at the bed on this one. I mean, a nice bed. You got her right here, 2,500. Hit him at $2,500 bill. Hit him at $2,000. Hit him at 2 here, now $1,000. Hit him at 1,250. Hit him at 10 here, now 5. Hit him at 6. Hit him at 6 here, now 700. Hit him at 6 here, now 7. Now 8. Hit him at 13 and a half. Hit him at 1350. Get rid of the cab. You got a good bet on that deal. 13 and a half. Hit him at 1350. Hit him a half, will you? Hit him at 1350. Hit him a half here. Now what do you say? Hit him at 1350. Hit him at 13 and a half. About him here. Sold $1,300 on the deal. You got a good one. 176.
Almost got the Caliente convertible. I was the bidder at 1,000, and they begged a guy, and finally he gave 1,050. So I just said, forget it. He can have it. The C50 I almost got as well. But then the scrapper bid one more time at 800, and it's probably worth about 900 for scrap. So I mean, he'll make a whopping, I don't know what, $100, and he's got to haul it and load it. And so when it's all said and done, after fuel and everything, he'll make probably about $50 on it. Well, it does have a radiator in it too that he'll probably get $40 out of, so he'll make $90 on that dump truck. If it was older or closer, I would have kept going, but I'm just not into those. I've got a bunch now, and I think I sold one door, and that's all I've sold off of one of those trucks. Even the noses don't sell for wall hangers. And then the Dodge dump truck, I didn't even get a bid on that. That thing went crazy. So it looks like all I bought is a few small things, a couple feeders, and oh, those kayaks. Yeah, that blew me away on those. I thought I'd pick them up, you know, for 200, maybe 300 at the most for one of them. But man, I think I started the bid out at 50, and I think I ran it up to about 200, and then it just kept going. Now I came back here to look at that hood ornament again that was laying back here on the ground, and it's gone. So that's what I get for being honest, is somebody came back here and was not honest. That's unfortunate, because I needed that for that truck. I bet the guy that was bidding against me came back here and grabbed it. The scrapper stopped at 400. Then another guy jumped in and ran me up to 500. I could be wrong. I may just be guessing at that. That's pretty wild that it's not here though. That's frustrating. Make sure they didn't throw it over here in this pile of scrap. I should have just grabbed it and threw it in the truck. Because now I'm going to have to buy one online. And yeah, you can find a rusty one for 20 or 30 bucks, but still, I shouldn't have had to do that. It's genuinely gone. Somebody grabbed it and left with it. Bummer. I do wish I would have drove the rollback. If I would have drove the rollback today, I wouldn't have had to come back for that tractor. I didn't plan on buying a tractor though. But oh well, it is what it is. It's not that far to drive out here. I'll come back on Monday and grab it. Skylar's going to load the truck up for me today. Here in a little bit. We got to wait for the auction to clear out a little bit, and they've got to move some stuff. I cannot believe somebody grabbed that hood ornament. I'll tell you what, thieves. I don't care if it was laying on the ground all mangled. Just nasty thieves. And they probably didn't think it was a big deal. But whether you believe in karma or whatever you believe in, you shouldn't just take stuff even if you think it's junk. That's just a little bit nerve-wracking having that close to the windshield, but there's that headlight down there. I think will stop it from going forward, so I'll try to strap it in place so it won't move. Getting everything loaded up. I just paid. Put your guess in the comments below of how much I spent today. I bought that Ford air conditioner there. I think I filmed that. I don't know if I did or not, but I couldn't pass that up for whatever it was, 10 or 15 bucks. I figured that faceplate is worth that. A couple fenders, there's a tractor grill, got these old feeders or waters, whatever they are. Bronco grill. I already put the one magneto in the truck. There's another magneto on this little engine here. I'm gonna, hopefully, I have the right tools to get that off of there. Hopefully I have a crescent wrench or something. If not, maybe Skylar does. Get that off, and then at some point in time, he's gonna flip that old gel bar feeder over on the back of that flatbed, and then I've got a small pile of stuff up there. But altogether today, I spent $1,235. And when did I do that scratch? This poor truck's got a scratch there, scratch there, scratch there. All this is scratched up. I found a picture the other day of when I first got this truck and how nice it was. But I bought it to work, not look pretty. But anyway, I feel like I got pretty good deals on everything that I bought today. Honestly, the only thing that I feel like I really overpaid on was those chicken waters. I gave 27 something for those, and I'll probably only be able to get about 40 bucks out of the group of them. So I'm not making much money on those. The only thing I kind of wish I would have bid one more time on is that 70 Chevy C50. But then I'd have to mess with it, and I just don't want to deal with it. That thing's so heavy I can't haul it on the rollback, so I'd have to bring my trailer back, and it's clear full of stuff, and it just wasn't worth it. The tractor that's over here, that one there, I can come back with the rollback, grab it in 5 seconds. Won't take but a minute. I was looking it over, and we'll look at it again here in a minute, but there's actually some pretty good stuff on there. Came right off of there. Had to tap it a little bit, but once it broke loose, it came right off. Well, this Kitster guy is too busy to help, so I'm gonna move this out of the way so we can get that out. Camera down real quick, grab me a chain. There it is. And I'm just waiting for him to load my load, so I figured I might as well get some content while I'm waiting.
Oh, gotcha. So what are you filming for?
My YouTube channel.
Oh, what's that?
Adventures Made from Scratch.
I see.
I film a lot of auctions and old car stuff and crushing cars.
Interesting.
Oh, I get her. Yeah, ready or not, here we come. Come on, leave that way.
Keep going. Yeah, that should work.
And with that, we are headed out. I'm sure I'll beat him back by quite a bit, honestly, but that'll give me a chance to start unloading my truck, because I really don't want to take this A-frame thing, this feeder home that's in the back of my truck, because it sticks out so far. I know I'm going to smack my head on it one of these times. All in all, it was a pretty good day. I thought I'd probably wind up with at least one more vehicle out of all those vehicles, but people were in the mood to spend money today. But I made some good contacts today. I talked to another guy that's got a bunch of old vehicles for sale. So when you look at it from that perspective, plus I got to make a video, I got to hang out, met a lot of new people, made a lot of new subscribers today. Got to talk to Mr. Good Players for a while. I haven't seen him for a little bit. Well, I say that, I just saw him yesterday actually, but between yesterday and today are the only times I've seen him for quite a while. So all in all, it was a good day. But I will see you guys back at the yard unless I see something interesting between here and there. There's a bunch of old trucks back there in those trees. I didn't see them until I was driving by. They're pretty overgrown back in there. Didn't see anything super special, but you never know. But a lot of this stuff is not for sale for any price. Ooh, that sun is bright. But that's like the neighbor's place that was next door. I guess nothing over there is for sale at all. But that's how these accumulations happen, is people have the stuff and they just don't want to sell it. And so pretty soon one day they pass away and then they have an auction and we get to go have fun. If everybody sold everything as it became junk, then there wouldn't be nothing cool to find. Is there any water? Nope, it is dry. Wow, just a little trickle. Little trickle. Man, that is wild. Let's check that out. I don't think there's any traffic now. No traffic. Man, I've never seen this river this dry. That is insane. We desperately need some rain. Well guys, I was gonna film going out there and loading that tractor up on Monday, and it just didn't work out. It was so windy out that there was just no way I could record anything. I could have put it on a time lapse, but I just didn't bother. Plus I was in a super big hurry racing against the clock. I just took that tractor actually and dumped it at the yard where the crusher's at because I had to get home that night. I was gonna show it to you earlier, but it has been pouring down rain all day. It's still raining now. It's not quite as bad as it was earlier, but it's still raining. But this is a really fun auction. I think this is the quickest turnaround I've ever done on an auction video. The auction was on Saturday. Today is Wednesday that I'm recording this last little piece, and it'll be uploaded tomorrow night. And I only did it so I could beat Mr. Good Players. I gotta beat him at least once in my life. Next week we'll go back to our regular scheduled programming, or whatever you want to call it. But let me know in the comments below which was your favorite item at this sale. I will let you all go. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. And remember to get out there, find an adventure. We'll see you on the next one.